Hi guys, Richie of Richie's Vinyl Time Machine. I'm back with another video. And in this video I will continue my journey into bands that I never heard of before. And the next band I'm going to look into is the band The War on Drugs. And The War on Drugs is a band that was pointed out to me by a friend and also by some of you guys that were commenting on my videos. And they explained to me this band probably has for me a sound that would bring me back to my 80s music that I really like. So I'm very curious, and with no further ado, let's listen. Really sounds cool, and it brings me back to really an 80s sound, maybe even a Don Henley Boys of Summer kind of sound. Yeah, definitely. Really nostalgic feeling.
I was lying in my bed.
Oh wow, yeah.
A creature void of form.
Really cool.
Been so afraid of everything. I need a chance to be reborn.
Man, I really like this.
I never wanted anything that someone had to give. I don't live here anymore. I went along in will.
Man, I really love the lyrics. The sound of the guitar is amazing.
When I think about the old days, babe, you're always on my mind. I know it ain't like I remember. I guess my memories run wild. And then we went to see Bob Dylan. We danced to Desolation Road. But I don't live here anymore. But I got no place to go.
Beautiful lyric.
Beating like a heart, I'm gonna walk through every doorway I can stop. I need some time, I need control, I need your love. I wanna find out everything I need to know. I'm gonna say everything that I need to say. Although you've taken everything I need away, I'm gonna make it to the place I need to go. We're all just walking through this darkness on our own.
Wow. I'm just getting into this song. It's a really cool song, and I keep forgetting, and I forgot to mention, it is probably a live version. I mean, so I really love his voice, and I really love the composition of the song and the instruments here. It definitely brings me back to this 80s sound that I really like, the nostalgic sound. Like I already told you in the beginning, the way the atmosphere is, it brings me to Don Henley, the Boys of Summer. I don't know if there some influence here, but you can definitely hear it, and I really love the fact it's like this whole musical composition is literally worked into 80s sounds by it wouldn't surprise me if they work with Rolands or with synthesizers and amplifiers and anything. I can't really see it on, at least I'm not focusing on it now looking at this video clip, but it must be. I mean, if you listen closely, I can hear something like this. So I really are in love with the sound already, and his voice is really cool. I mean, he has a really steady voice, a really cool voice. The voice you want to hear when you are listening to a song that wants to bring you back to those 80s sounds and to reminisce about your life and being nostalgic and anything. He has the perfect voice for it. So I really like the song. I'm going to listen a bit further and I will address the lyrics later.
Time surrounds me like an ocean. My memories like waves. Is life just dying in slow motion? I'm getting stronger every day. I never took our love for granted.
Is this really live, man?
You never
Because
left me
it's
wanting
really,
more.
really good.
But you never recognized me, babe. I don't live here anymore.
Really like the lyrics.
Beating like a heart, I'm gonna walk through every doorway I can stop. I need some time, I need control, I need your love. I wanna find out everything I need to know. I'm gonna say everything that I need to say. Although you've taken everything I need away, I'm gonna take this to the place I need to go. We're all just walking through this darkness on our own. Beating like a heart, I'm gonna walk through every doorway I can stop. I need some time, I need control, I need
I mean, if you see the setup with the synthesizer, it must be amplified with the Roland sounds or Moog sounds. So,
need to say. Although you've taken everything I need away, I'm gonna take this to the place I need to go. We're all just walking through this darkness.
really cool backing vocals. It's really good, man. I mean, I've done quite some videos now about bands that I never listened to or never heard of before. I went to Greta Van Fleet. I went to Nightwish just recently, and they are amazing both in their own way. And this is another band that I'm listening to and think, oh my, how on earth did I never hear of this kind of music and this band? And I'm becoming a bit repetitive now because in my latest Nightwish vision I told you guys about me laying in bed for 8 years with my dysautonomia. I was bedridden for almost 8 years for 23.5 hours a day, and I often listen to music and often to my 80s music because I really am in love with, I don't know, I'm very nostalgic person. I really love the 80s, and I was young and strong back then, so, and I have a lot of good memories. And when you listen to the lyrics of this song, I mean, this is so good. I mean, this is so resonating with my own feelings. I mean, I don't live here anymore. It's like, I don't know, it has more layers in the lyrics, but for me, when I'm listening to this song, it's wow, it really catches me because it's two things for me. On one hand, it's bringing me back to the days I was lying in my bed and was unable to do anything, and I still can remember those days as if it were yesterday. I mean, I'm always afraid that I'm going back to that same situation because my health is still the same, but for now I'm better. Nobody knows why, but I feel better. That's the way. I still have the illness, and I'm trying to stay away far from those years. You know, you remember them, but you're not there anymore. So I don't live here anymore. Is that I'm no longer there in the past when I was lying in my bed. On the other hand, I'm very nostalgic, and I'm still often clinging to the 80s music and to everything I went to during my youth and my adolescence, and I really like that. But sometimes I felt, even with music but also in life, I'm still stuck there, you know, thinking back on the good old days, and you can be there and not living it the life now anymore. You understand what I mean? And maybe I should learn that I don't live there anymore, that I'm no longer in the 80s and I'm no longer stuck there, but I should start living in the now, as in that the past is something that you can, I don't know, feel good about, and you can in a way ride those waves of your youth, you know, but you're no longer in it. You understand what I mean? It's difficult to explain. So these lyrics really resonate a lot with me, and it brings a lot of emotions and a lot of, I don't know, it's just, sometimes you listen to a song and you think, wow, this is something for me, this is almost about me and my life. So I really like it. I really love the composition, the voice, the instruments, the 80s sounds. So again, still drawn to the 80s, but it really sounds cool, and I'm really happy that I start to listen to these bands, and that I am able physically also and health-wise to explore those bands again. And on the other end, I'm ashamed almost, and I don't know why I never heard of The War on Drugs, and I never listened to this kind of music. It's crazy. I mean, there's such good music out there. Really good, these backing vocals. Really cool. Man, this is really good. I only listened to one song and I'm hooked. You know, I just have to listen more to The War on Drugs and their music. I mean, this is really cool, and are all their songs, I don't know, I'm going to say it again, this nostalgic, and this, I don't, with a flash to the 80s, then although I should get out of this 80s music, man, I'm so drawn to this sound. So is this music what they make all 80s related, then I must continue this search. I mean, I really like it. So guys, thank you for pointing me into the direction of these great bands that I never listened to. It's it's fulfilling enrichment or something of my life, my musical life. I really didn't know, again, that this music was out there. I thought that most music nowadays was without a soul. Sorry that I say it this way, but I often feel the most music nowadays is about looks, about not about the music anymore, you know, if you understand what I mean. It's a visual composition, it's but often not about just making music. And well, a lot of these bands that I'm looking into now are proving me wrong, so that's really good. So guys, this was my reaction video on The War on Drugs, I Don't Live Here Anymore. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any comments or suggestions about this band, on this band, any background info, I love to hear it. I mean, I'm really getting into this kind of reaction videos and into the new music where you guys are teaching me about music, which is great. I also have communication in a way, some kind of connection with musical friends, and that's what musical is all about. Music is all about connecting on a level and sharing your feelings and your thoughts with music and on music. And so again, I will leave you now with the phrase I will always leave you with, and that is, guys, please stay safe and bye for now.